Everybody always wants to know, what is the best place to build on Ark? And how to build the best base on Ark? Well, better be glad I'm here, because everything you've ever seen on YouTube, it's just utter shit, utter garbage, and it's just shit, basically. So to tackle the first thing, people building caves. Well, you've been told the wrong thing, and you've seen the wrong thing, because caves are always getting raided, they're just garbage too. Where you want to build is above ground. Nobody expects to look above ground. They're not going to scout the whole map. They're just going to scout specific base locations and caves, nothing else. Your best bet is to build on top of a mountain where you have plenty of space and you're at the highest peak possible. For the basics, your starter base is meant to be your forward operating base for your main base. Sounds complicated, it's not. You want a 1x2 with boxes in it, store all the structures for your main base, and once you're ready, you're going to get to building that. Don't lock your boxes, or people are just going to blow into your base, so keep them unlocked. Keep the door unlocked too, that might be a good idea. Your main base should be a 3x3 metal box, with a dino gate as your door, and walls meeting to the top of it, so 4 high. Sheesh, looking clean. Unrateable already, but you want to make it even better. So what you're going to want to do is throw catwalks on every single wall possible. You're going to throw turrets on these, and that's just going to make your base look even cooler having all the turrets on it. So just throw all them catwalks on that beat. And you're probably not going to be able to afford auto turrets at first, so you're probably going to be wanting to do plant species X. Slap large crop plots on your ceilings. Put them all over. Put them on the ground too if you need to. Species X turrets are arguably the best in the game. They stun, slow enemies, and blind them. And you power them with your own feekies. Best thing ever. You're going to find their seeds in the swamp biome. Pick them bitches up. Boom. Boom, free turrets from the swamp, man. But once you can afford your auto turrets, you're going to want to flood the walls with them. All the catwalks, put as many as you can down. People would say to put heavy turrets down, but those are just way too expensive. You can't build them. So just put auto turrets down. The more you have, the better you can compensate. And for generators, you're going to want to place it as far in the wall as you can, because you want more space to be able to do storage boxes, crafting stations. And you also want to set up an electrical grid so you can actually power your turrets. That's kind of common sense, though, and self-explanatory. You know, obviously, you're going to want to furnish your base up a little bit. You're going to want the essentials, some crafting stations, a vault, chem bench, beds. Obviously, it's your base. You're going to need to get everything in it. I don't know about you, bro, but this is like one of the best bases I think I've ever built so far. And it's amazing. I mean, look at this bitch. It's decked out. You got turrets all over it. You're going to have species on the top. I could stop here if I wanted to. But I like my viewers, and I'm going to show you how to make an even better base. So for walls, people mostly do these open concept designs, bear traps on the tops with turrets all on it. This is garbage. I don't get why people even do this, because you can just shoot through it, snipe the tames, you can see everything they have under it, so much for privacy. You have nothing. So what you're actually going to want to do is just throw some behemoth gates on it. Perfect. These are solid walls. You can't see through them. You have privacy. This is probably the best perimeter in Ark. Right there. And look, you can't shoot through it. Your tames are safe. So this is what you're going to do on your main base. So get the behemoth gates as close to your base as you can. And you're going to want to place a full perimeter around your base. Obviously, you're going to close it in with doors. If you have a doed and a beaver, it's easy. You can get all this smashed out in like an hour. Boom, look at this. This base is looking good. Look at that. And then for the outer perimeter, you're going to do that a lot further away. You could hold your tames in this middle perimeter. It's just your yard, basically. And if you want to go even more crazy with it, you're going to line the outsides with normal dino gates, just to add that extra layer of protection and make the wall even bigger. Obviously, you're going to add some spikes too. This makes it to where players can't even get near your base. They'd have to destroy the spikes, which you're not going to do because that's just going to be a waste of their time. Players are just going to see your base, think it's too fat, and they're just not even going to attack it. You're already impenetrable at this point. So with your awesome base, you got your whole perimeter. You can start loading it up with tames. It's basically done at this point, but you're probably wondering, how do I counter some of the common raid methods people will use on your base? Well, I have some ideas. To counter flyers dropping stuff on the top of your base, the first thing you could do is probably a mounted minigun. This is personalized defense, basically. You could hop on this and kill all the flyers that are flying above your base. You can do it yourself. Your turrets aren't going to do it for you. You get the satisfaction of killing the enemy. Who doesn't like that? I mean, look at this. You can shoot everything. All above the behemoth gates. They can't get near your base this way. But if you don't like that way, you want an easier way to do it, you can just build these anti-air defense towers. Just get a foundation, pillars, stack it up as far as you want. You can take it to the skybox if you want to, but I don't do that here because that'd just be too time consuming. You're then going to want to put ceilings on top of these and crop plots as well. We're not going to do turrets because that's just going to be too expensive. You're not going to be able to do this at your stage. So throw these crop plots on top of them. Get your plant species growing in it. Nobody can go near your base with flyers. You can even do multiple layers of species going all the way up to the top of the map. Nobody's getting close now. So this is basically a complete base. You could throw more turret towers on the outside. Do whatever you want. Beef it up as much as you think you need to do it. And after months of playing, you can get a base like I have. We've been playing forever. We have probably endgame. We can do whatever we want, whenever we want. We could raid people. We farm. We grind. The game's pretty fun once you get to endgame. You just gotta make it there. And this is why I gave you that base. This is the building blocks to getting a great art base. Alright, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. This is obviously satire. If you actually listen to this build guide, you're actually dog water.